Hey everyone! With the All Advancements category gaining in popularity, I figured I'd do a video guide on effectively routing and looting end cities. Specifically, this is for Minecraft Java version 1.16.1, but this also applies to most other versions. Like most structures, end cities do have structure regions where they're allowed to spawn, but the region sizes are fairly comparable to the dead zones between them, so the cities end up spawning in essentially random positions in the outer end islands. I prefer picking a cardinal direction that is just facing away from the main end island that has sufficient land, and continue holding a straight line to maintain your sense of direction. End cities have 4 substructures that are relevant for speedrunners: the base, the end ship, the 3-tier loot room, affectionately called the hamburger, and the single-tier loot room, which in the game files is called the fat tower. The base has no loot, but spawns 2 shulkers guarding the entrance and is an easy way to secure a quick first shulker box. The end ship spawns 3 shulkers, 1 brewing stand with instant health potions, 2 loot chests, and an elytra. The hamburger contains 1 loot chest, an ender chest, and 2 shulkers that are easily accessible, with other shulkers in the center. And the fat tower has an opening staircase up top, 2 loot chests, but no easily accessible shulkers. Now, I'm going to show a quick run through of how I like to route all 4 substructures as if it were a real run. 2 items I think are invaluable for starting an end city are number 1, a shield. Definitely not required, but you need this for an all advancement run anyways, and it can usually save a few seconds by blocking a couple shulker bullets. And number 2, a boat. The boat is an insanely useful item for end cities. If a shulker is in a boat on top of a solid block, its projectile is instantly destroyed, so it can't shoot you, but that is far less important than the additional effect that shulkers cannot teleport away when inside a boat. When shulkers drop below half health, they have a 25% chance of teleporting after taking damage. With an axe and no boat, 1 out of every 4 shulkers on average will teleport away from you, resulting in an unnecessary time loss. I highly recommend boating every single shulker you kill, as it takes very little time to use and guarantees a kill. When routing the first end city you come across, I would highly recommend starting at the base before going up to the ship. The ship does have all the loot we need to accelerate the rest of the run, but killing the 2 shulkers at the base and then the 2 shulkers in the ship will on average give you your first shulker box so you can organize your inventory next to the loot chests inside the ship. I like to start by digging through the base on any side that isn't the front, giving you some time before the shulkers see you and start shooting. Then you place a boat to block the shulker bullets and get a guaranteed kill on each of the 2 front shulkers. Blocking a bullet with the shield gets the advancement, and you can ditch the shield once you leave the end. After killing the 2 shulkers, on average we'll have 1 shulker shell and we're ready to pillar up to the end ship. Saving a couple stacks of gravel and soul sand from the bastion makes pillaring up to the ship pretty fast, and once there I like to boat and kill this first top shulker first so that I don't have to worry about the bullets on the inside, and then I like to go down into the interior, boat this shulker, and make sure this one dies without getting hit. After this 4th shulker kill, half the time you'll have 2 shells in order to craft the box first. If you do, clear some of your inventory out, break the chests, and equip the elytra, and then you can organize your inventory. You can use the chest you grabbed here to make that first shulker box. Most runners like to get 3, then you can do some inventory management, grab the brewing stand and the health potions on the way out, and you're ready to look for the hamburger structures next. I like to loot the 3-tiered hamburger structures next because they also have 2 easily accessible shulkers, whereas the fat towers don't, in case you didn't get a shulker box from your first 4 shulker kills. You mine 1 block each to loot the chest and grab some free obsidian, and then you move over to each of the shulkers, mining and replacing 1 block like that, to boat and kill each of them. Sometimes you'll get hit by a shulker bullet from an outside shulker, but if you stay under the overhang, you can still attack the shulker, break the boat, organize your inventory. Once levitation wears off, you can move on. The hamburger structure will be connected via a bridge to the main end city structure. You have to find the opposite side of this bridge, and that'll be where the loot chests are hidden. And lastly, for looting the single tier fat tower structure, you want to find the opposite corner away from the stairs and mine 1 block each to grab these 2 chests. The shulkers in here are all in the center and on the side, so they're awkward and I wouldn't bother going for them in general. At this point, you can move on to the other end cities to repeat this routing, but if you've got a ton of gear already and you just need some more shulker shells, I would recommend going for the easily accessible ones at the end of these thin connecting bridges. For these shulkers, you just need to be fairly quick, usually block or destroy one shulker bullet. When they shoot, place a block in a boat, and you're good to go. And that's all I have for end cities. They're pretty intimidating at first, but actually one of the simplest structures and easiest to cheese once you've done a few. So I hope you enjoyed, and good luck looting end cities.